Good morning to everybody, and it's 10 to 6, sorry Mariana, but in Greece we're an hour ahead. Good morning everybody, it's great to see all these people on Saturday morning, and I'm very glad we're organizing this second Creative Classroom Group Unconference. It's the second time we do that. We did that last February. We thought it went pretty well, and I think it's a nice opportunity for all of us to present our work, to share ideas, to show what we are doing with our partners in eTwinning, and share ideas and learn from each other. I think this is the most important thing in eTwinning. Hello, so we have Greece, we have Spain, Brussels, Belgium, Croatia, Italy, Germany, Portugal, Romania. I don't know if I'm forgetting another country. And Malta, great. I don't want, to keep you long waiting. And Albania, great. A new entry in eTwinning. And I think that you started very dynamically. And Lithuania, Brazil, good morning. Cornelia, are you ready to start? We have Cornelia, and I know that now she's a STEM ambassador, as I read in Facebook.
Yes, I am ready.
To share with us. The floor is yours, Cornelia.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Okay. I hope you can see me too. I'm very happy I'm here with you all. And thank you, Rana, for this opportunity. And as you know, we all are eTwinning because we are here on a Saturday morning, as Arani already has said. Okay, so as I'm an STEM ambassador too, I'm a deputy ambassador for scientists. I'm going to speak today about project work and STEM education in primary school. Why STEM education? Because maybe you know STEM education is a priority for the European Commission, because we have to try to make science, maths, engineering and technology more understandable, and to bring back these subjects in school. I'm not talking about teaching them again. I'm talking about making them more reliable and blessed for the children. So what is STEM? Well, I have already told you STEM is a curriculum based on the idea of educating students in 4 specific disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, in an interdisciplinary and applied approach. Rather than teach the 4 disciplines or separate and discrete subjects, STEM integrates them into a cohesive learning paradigm based on real-world application. So we have to bring back school into reality. Project work and STEM. Why project work? Because, as you know, project work provides resources to help teachers to carry out inquiry-based teaching process, work with their students. A good project encourages students to develop independent learning skills and reflective practice. And as I'm an eTwinning ambassador too, I work and I have a lot of eTwinning projects related to STEM. So that's why you have here the eTwinning portal and the scientist portal. I don't know if I can open links.
Would you like to share your desktop? If you want to open some links, you can just click on share desktop and we can see what you're seeing in your desktop.
Okay.
You just have to go up. It says share my desktop.
I can't share.
Wait.
Now I have filed.
It's my fault.
Right.
Wait. It's my fault.
Yeah.
So now you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's alright now. Okay. It's alright. Okay, now. Share my desktop. Okay. Good. Okay, so what we have here, not here. Hey. Okay. I have opened the Scientix portal. I don't know if you know about it, but I want to invite you all to visit it because it provides a lot of resources for our work as trainers, as teachers, of course. You have here projects, a lot of projects related to STEM education, and e-training is a part of Scientix too, so that is very good for us. Community. So here you can find more information about online meetings, about networking events and Scientix events and so on, and discussion forums. You have news, and the latest news are related to project networking event in London and in Barcelona, and I will kindly invite you to apply. Resources, and this is very important because I found here a lot of resources for teaching and for project works too. And what is good here, you can get the resource and you can ask for translate in your own languages. Here is the conference, the second Scientix conference held in Brussels on 24 to 26 October 2014, and I was there. Events, and here is a calendar with the events related to Scientix, Scientix Live. Here is the calendar, and we will have a new webinar on the 26th of March, and I will run it about more information about it. And that's what I think is very important to you. You are here in your country, and here you can find information about Scientix in your country and the national contact point in your country. So this is Scientix. Okay, back to our presentation.
So you just say stop sharing?
Yeah, I clicked on it, but okay, now it's good. So let's go further on because I think I don't have, I have 4 minutes more. Training products related to Scientix, to STEM education, and I run more than 10 projects, I think, related to STEM education. But the most valuable ones are eyes, mirrors of the world, being trainers, ready, steady, explore. Okay, Nadia, I will wait for you. Sorry, but I was looking to the chat. I kindly invite you to visit TwinSpace of those 3 projects because I think they are really good because they provide collaboration because they are for young children, very young children, further from 3 to 6, 7 years old, and they are providing resources too. Now, Scientific, the Community for Science Education in Europe promotes and supports Europe-wide collaboration among STEM, science, technology, engineering, and professionals. And it offers resources for innovative and engaging teaching and best practices to attract pupils to science and related professions. Thank you, that's all, because I don't have more time. Good luck, everyone, and I kindly invite you again to join Scientific, because it works. It works. Thank you.
And I suppose that you can combine, in a way, scientific projects with e-twinning. I mean, work a science project in e-twinning, no?
Yes, sorry. Yes, you're right. So, if you have a very good project related to STEM education, you can upload it on the Scientific portal, to ask to be uploaded. You can do it by yourself, but it can be uploaded there, and this is very good.
That's great. I don't know if you have any questions or...
Questions, yes. I'm waiting for that. We have 2 minutes more, so. My advice to you is if you want to join, you will make, of course, an account on the portal and then go to in your country, and there you have all your ambassadors. There is one ambassador and 2 deputy ambassadors for each country, to most of the countries, and you have their emails, and you can contact them for more info, for help, or for whatever, And please, don't forget to apply for the networking projects, because maybe someone of you have STEM projects, and it is a good opportunity to share good practices and to see and to meet more STEM teachers all over Europe. Thank you. Georgia? No, I don't think so. Yes, I know, but maybe in the future, because there are 2 or 3 countries that have just come to the portal, so I will ask. Oh, good. Yes, the pre-primary children too. It is open from the pre-primary education till universities. So, thank you. Thank you, okay. Let's go further on. Then thank you, Irene, and I hope we'll be better soon.
Yeah, and many people started enrolling and you gave them new ideas on using STEM in their class.
And I'm very happy. Because sharing is caring, and this is e-twinning.
So, thank you very much. And now we go to Maria Vasiliopoulou, and she wants to say something about Sherlock Holmes. To tell you the truth, I know that project because it's an e-twinning project that was awarded in our national prizes in Greece. So, Maria?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you hear as well? Yes. I think you can see me.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank Irene on my own part as well for the great opportunity to share my experience working on a project that we really enjoyed, both Greece and our Spanish partners. And how am I supposed to find it here?
You just go ahead. You can see that. Okay.
So that was a project that Greece and Spain participated, and I think I have to go before one slide. Okay. We worked on 3 stories, a scandal in Brasilia, the second band, and the 5 orange leaves, with a group of students of 15-year-old concerning the age. As I already said, the countries which participated were Greece and Spain. The goals of the project were to familiarize students with Arthur Conan Doyle books, with Sherlock Holmes as a basic hero, to help them identify the steps of the scientific method in the story, to practice writing skills answering questions related to the story, to learn basic vocabulary in Spanish and be able to read in Spanish as well, and develop critical thinking and collaborative ability, working in Greek and Spanish teams. The tools we used were web tools, as you see here, but we also created a Google group to communicate with our students beyond class, because we required a few activities, and the time that we had, just 1 hour after our lesson finished, was not enough, and students responded quite well. I have to say that the students who participated in the project it was their first project, so they had no idea what e-twinning was or what web tools are. So it was a great experience for them too. In the first activity, students presented themselves using Gloster and Photokit, and usually Greek students in projects like that cartoon themselves, and they don't present their photos. They presented their school and also their account, and then they chose Greek and Spanish students together. They chose common everyday vocabulary, and Greek students presented these in Greek, and Spanish students in Spanish. So we created 2 videos, and it was the first time that we could listen to Greek students speaking Spanish. Simple words, of course. The third activity was to prepare some questions on the Victorian era, Arthur Conan Doyle, and Sherlock Holmes, and also provided students with useful links. They worked together in groups, Greek and Spanish students together, and they answered 2 quizzes. One was for fun, and the other was to see what actually they found out from the website and on Google Forms. And we presented the results on TwinSpace too. We exchanged Christmas wishes and gifts online and by post. And then we started working on our first story, where students had to find the steps of the scientific method after having watched the 2 videos which were on TwinSpace. And as you see here, the teams were again Spanish and Greek students together, and the steps are identified. The second activity on the story was for the students to find new headings, and the voting followed, and certificates of achievement were awarded to the winners. In the second story, both Spanish and Greek students chose 20 common content words, and then a shape or a photo relevant to the story. So we took these, and with my Spanish partner, we created tuxedos, we visualized their presentation, and asked students to find their own tuxedo, and that was fun. They enjoyed it, and they found out what tuxedo is as well. We also asked them to write new titles for the second band, the second story, and we vote for the alternative title they like most. And certificates again of achievement were awarded. In the third story, the 5 Orange Tips, students chose common extracts from the story, and they translated these extracts both in English, in Greek and Spanish. And here we see Spanish students speaking Greek and Greek students speaking reading in Spanish. That was very interesting, and they learned words. After finishing with the story, we prepared 2 games. One was on Sherlock Holmes with general questions from the first stories, and the other we wanted to see how observant our students were actually, so we used purpose games, and we prepared a very simple game for them. There was an interdisciplinary approach to the project. Our chemistry teacher presented fake blood presentations with the students' help, and we worked with our partners. And also they made fake balls. And we also decoded reading messages written with invisible ink. One of the products, the outcomes of the project, was our English Spanish Greek dictionary, with words from the first part of the story and from the second. And we also published our work on Pinterest, and students here pinned the favorite pictures, drawings, quotes from the story. Students evaluated the project using Answer Garden and a group-wide quiz, and exchanged verbal messages as well. Then we presented the project to our stakeholders, other schools, and to the local community. And also we created a blog. That was it. The reason I chose to present this project was that it was my second project as a founder. And I was very lucky because I had a very good partner. And we enjoyed it, all of us, teachers and students. That's it. Thank you very much. Okay?
Thank you, Maria. As you can see, they had many nice comments. And I have to say that it is really important when students from the different schools collaborate, and when we say collaboration, it's a misunderstanding between teachers, among teachers. They believe that if they are working in parallel and if they send files, videos, pictures to each other, that this is collaboration. But the true collaboration is when you try to work all together, you split tasks, you work in transnational groups, and you come up with a final result that was created by all the partners. And I know that this is really difficult, but this is the collaboration. This is the true collaboration.
Yes, and I believe that all partners have to realize that, and it's not very easy for many partners in the project, but in our project we were just two, and there was exchange of emails almost on a daily basis, and that helped a lot. Thank you everybody.
And Mariana is asking if it was a one-year project.
Yes, it was a one-year project. A lot of work, but we liked it. We enjoyed it.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So now, let me, because I'm reading the chat as well, we are going now to Libya. I'm just passing the ball to her. So Libya, now you are the presenter. Libya, yes. Okay, so you can see the presentation and you can just use the arrow to go further.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. Thank you, Irene, for your very kind invitation. I would like to present some of the work of the year project that we are working this year in a high school in Xanthi, in Greece. It's, in my opinion, it's very difficult to work in a high school because pupils and teachers are full of other academic work and other disciplines, so that they don't want to involve or to discuss about e-learning. So I have to find the way to involve my colleagues and, if I can say, the whole school community to this project. It was a kinetic project. It is a kinetic project because I am a physical education teacher. So I tried to deal it in a disciplinary way. The best aims of this project, the main aims, was the knowledge of ICT, of course, we are beginners, and the social skills if pupils in high school haven't enough social skills, and that's very bad. We are trying to enrich school curriculum with new elements, and that was the key in this project. I begged, in a way, my colleagues to help me in order to have new knowledge for their disciplines. And in this moment, we are in a good way, and we have not only social skills of our pupils and new subjects of the other schools that we are participating. We prefer non-verbal communication because non-verbal communication is much more in our lives than oral communication. And we use the lessons are down, if I can say it, like PN, dances, art lessons, music. If you are in a high school, you can understand what I say. Our pupils need these lessons. And deep learning is a great chance to upgrade all these lessons. We have started the communication not only in Twinning, but in Twinning Plus. We have schools from Azerbaijan, Tunisia, Ukraine, and we are thankful and grateful for this participation. You can see that Azeris are dancing Sitaki, and we have danced already folk dances from Turkey, from Azerbaijan, from Tunisia, some from our town and from the other towns in this area have already called us to dance in local events, and we are thankful for this. It's not easy to share the communication and the information about dances. It was better when we have to change games, traditional games, street games, athletic games, not only in our schools, but in the local area, in our street yards. We played all of them. We played games from other countries, and they played games that we use here in Greece. And of course it was very fun, and we have a lot to share each other. Of course, the enrichment of school curricula was one of the main aims. We have with us mathematicians, physicians, and they try to incorporate in their subjects this new knowledge, and we are keeping on. First of all, for PE lessons, we have so many work, like dances, games, but in the background of all this, we have useful historical knowledge. We have in the Greek high school the lesson of European civilization. All this knowledge about games and dances and folklore customs integrated in an easy way, I can say, in the units of different subjects. We use till now music work into literature, music and folklore lessons. We need these subjects in the Greek high school. Of course, the ICT project was first of all. We use so many software like Prezi, Go Animate, Storyboard, some softwares about photos or exchanging messages. We haven't, of course, we may express pupils' feelings. Our pupils let their feelings go away when we have art and theater lessons due to e-twinning projects. It's very important that nowadays we work only on knowledge and information, and we forget our feelings and our students' feelings. As I can continue the integration in school program, we use at least every day. It's not, it's a reality for our school, Skype. We use English words, not only English. Sometimes, for example, when we speak with Italy, we speak a few Italian, with Spain, a few Spain. For English lessons, it's very important. It's a very important procedure. Even for mathematics and other sciences, we have at least till now 4 evaluations. If our pupil works, if we have communication, we use diagrams. And sometimes we had metric analysis in our music. Mathematicians were used and still using this to teach in the separate lessons. Of course, it's not the end of our project, but we try to disseminate our work. We have more practical activities, like dances, I have already shared with you. We are going to complete our e-twinning magazine, possible twin space, and we'll write in the local newspapers, and we'll go to next towns to share our work. For example, we'll now the other month we'll go to the other to another town next to Chansi, and we'll keep working on this project till the end of the year. We want immediate communication with all partners to exchange our feelings and work and to incorporate in our curriculum. Thank you very much for your patience.
Thank you, Ruby. I see Mariana was asking how many countries are taking part in that project.
Yes, it's about 30 countries, and we have even kindergarten, still high schools. The most difficult is to cooperate with high schools.
That's really great, and it's really nice that you try to organize an interdisciplinary project and, involve many teachers on that.
Yes, it was actually have already the best aim. Involve school community, because they don't like this work. They believe that they are in a second way.
That's great. Thank you very, very much. And now we go to Mariana, and she has prepared 2 things.
Sorry, Irene.
Yes.
Can I ask something the ambassadors for attending the meeting?
Here. I thought that you were going to send a mail. Yes, okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, as you know, this year e-twinning is going to anniversary 10 years. And the CCS is having a mini site. I kindly ask the ambassadors who are attending this meeting to send me some info about the activities they are doing for the 10-year anniversary of the training. Is it possible? I'm going to write down in the chat my email, and if you want to being promoted on the mini site, just let me know, okay? Thank you.
Olivia, your microphone is on and we can hear you.
Yes, I'm closing it now. Thank you.
Okay, and now we are going to Mariana. And as I said, she's from Croatia and she has prepared two things. And I have to say that I'm looking forward to the second one because you know what this is about. But Mariana, you can start with Let's Be Friends for Future. And we are all ears to hear you. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene. Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say hi, but I will close my video because I'm afraid the connections could be bad. So, greetings from Croatia. Yes, I would like to congratulate all of the colleagues before me who had this wonderful project of e-twinning. And this project, Let's Be Friends for the Future, was the first one for me and for my students. I'm very excited because actually the project only lasted for 3 months. But it was as being as our first journey, we got this European quality label, and my students were very pleased to collaborate with students from other parts of Europe. Originally, there were 4 countries when we started it. A colleague from Turkey invited me. Then there were colleagues from Bulgaria, Spain, and as I said, us from Croatia. The idea came from Elif, my Turkish colleague, and as you can see her on this photo. She invited me to start sharing some, she wanted to start a simple project with her students, and for me it was, I said, okay, no problem, because I still haven't done any e-twinning project. I have done many online projects on various websites and platforms, but never on e-twinning. So a simple twin space project with my students and her would be good enough. So we started, and unfortunately, even though 4 countries began the project, only 3 of us countries continued. I don't know what happened to the colleague from Bulgaria. She never added her students, but I suppose these things happen, and I was very glad that at the time the project was going on, Irene actually had a very nice learning event on how to do an e-twinning, successful e-twinning project. So this really helped me on how the project would go on. The aim was, of course, to have these 3 months. Students were to develop some better English skills and explore various Web2 tools. Also, there had to be a lot of culture sharing, but actually the main idea was also to discuss the most popular jobs in their country, so what is the most popular job in my country, and also to try to discuss the possibilities of future jobs, some jobs that could happen in the future. But of course, as the title of the project was Let's Be Friends for the Future, the point is, let's make friends for life. Let's stay connected. Let's try to become friends now, and who knows, maybe later in the future we will become some business partners. And it was actually that we wanted our students not just to connect via a twin space, but also they share their Facebook accounts, and I know they are still communicating even though the project came to an end. So, of course, you know, all of us have these students' introductions, and our students were asked to introduce themselves using various Web2 tools. both Elif and I posted some of our examples, how we wanted them to do them. Elif posted a very nice tag, and that was a really new tool for me. I really liked it, and I also disseminated and presented it to other of my friends online. I presented an Animoto, but what actual students did was even better. They used Powtoon, they used Windows Movie Maker, posted on YouTube, Prezi, and it was really, really interesting to see how they could be creative and imaginative. The second part of the session, all of these would last for like 2 weeks. They would post everything on forum. They would discuss. They would say, yes, I loved your presentation of your introduction and so on. And the second was a culture sharing. Of course, as I have noticed, colleagues before me had to present students their country or town and school. My students chosen which parts of this Croatia they would present. Some presented school. Some presented certain most interesting regions of Croatia or like capital of Zagreb, and it was interesting because what they learned is that they didn't know many things about Turkey or Spain, even though they thought they knew, or vice versa. Students were very intrigued to learn more about Croatia and beautiful parts that we have here. And these are some nice examples, as you can see, about talks about Zagreb, or a YouTube video on beautiful Croatia region. And here is an example of Powtoon student from Turkey create about Izmir. There were so many of those that I couldn't share all of them, of course. Yes, I will answer this question, Valeria, but a bit later. Thank you for asking it about Facebook. The third part was jobs in my country. So what they had to do, again, was a very good idea. Again, to share what is the most popular job in their country and what they would like to become, what they would like to do when they finish high school and they enter the university. And also we wanted all of their collections to be gathered on Linoit. And they posted these links, they would watch their other videos, they would comment on forums on TwinSpace, and it was very nice, very, very many ideas, and they really enjoyed it. I know my students always tell me, I can't believe that they all want to become doctors in Turkey or something like that, so it was fun seeing what are some of the preferences of the students and what are their aims to become one day. Discussion forum was the last one where they had to collaborate and maybe discuss what would be possible future jobs. And we posted interesting YouTube videos and some articles for them to discuss. What do you think? What will be the future jobs? And one of my students, interesting was that she thinks that she will be terrified if there will be more robots maybe, or that what jobs are going to be missed and what new jobs are going to become in the future. So it was something new for them because, at that point I also discussed with them future tenses. I'm an English teacher, so it was also very nice to implement this in my everyday curriculum. Evaluation was done through Padlet wall. It was very nice. They say hi, they thanked, they share many of these interesting posts, and I love you, and I want to let's be friends, let's share together. It's very nice that they got connected via TwinSpace. And when we got the certificates in the beginning of this school year, my headmaster and me presented them to the students. They were so thrilled and happy. We, of course, have this dissemination of making the presentation in the school hall, and they were very pleased and happy. We took photos of them. The reflection is, yes, I will definitely continue doing e-twinning projects. They are asking me to do them more and more. But as some of you, if you haven't done any project, there can be so many problems. So you have to be, I would say, very flexible and very tolerant while doing the projects with many people from different parts of the world and Europe. And this is one of these fantastic notes that you also teach to your students, how to be tolerant, how to be creative, how to be nice, but also to respect each other, but also disagree in a more polite way. the problems may occur in many situations, you can just imagine, but I would say that even though there are, you can always overcome them, because you mustn't be afraid to change throughout the process. If you don't think something is not going to work, okay, let's discuss it. As before me, Maria mentioned the same thing, Olympia as well. You share the emails, you share everything, and you just discuss and try to be very team spirit, teamwork, that's what it means. Okay, so I think that's it. And the second one, thank you, Valeria. Before I start the Kahoot presentation, thank you everybody for your kind words in the comments. I would like to answer Valeria. My students are high school students. They were 17 when we started the project. And you know, all of them have Facebook accounts. They probably use... They in the forum on TeamSpace, they said, okay, I also have a Facebook account. Would you like to add me on Facebook? So we couldn't control that bit. But we, in a way, connected them that they are real students. And what they actually did, they did a lot of the collaboration through Facebook as well, through private chatting. So I understand, and we did taught them about the internet safety. I always talk to my students through this. And I also have a secret Facebook group with one of my students, especially with this group that I have done the project, sharing with them what are the dangers of using social networks and how they should behave online. But thank you for your question. I hope I have answered it. Okay? Irene, would you like me to start? Kahoot?
Yes.
Okay. Now, before I start, I would like to ask all of you, if you have your mobile phone very near to you, or a tablet maybe, so that you can connect later and we could try this quiz. This is a very interesting new tool that you can use for creating quizzes or surveys or even some kind of discussions. And I've heard about it from my friend Ariana Blažić. You probably know a lot about her. She posts a blog post in Croatian about it. And immediately as I saw it, I created a first Kahoot in like 5 minutes. It's so easy to use, especially if you are very keen on web tools. You will definitely love it. So, for those who don't know, maybe a Kahoot is a nice game-based classroom response system for creating quizzes. And I usually use it with my students either to repeat some knowledge, maybe to revise, or maybe for some even short quizzes. But unfortunately, of course, not all of them have smartphones, or we don't have a Wi-Fi in school for now, but we hope soon. So it could be very much used in schools instead of paper tests. So I think it could be very useful. But it's fun for the students. There are two important sites. One is Get Kahoot, where you have to register as a teacher or if whatever you wish to create the quizzes. And the other is Kahoot It, which you usually, as I will ask you later, yes, you can use it on laptop as well. If you go to Kahoot It to play the quiz, you have to choose this website. So what my students actually do, they have to, when they use their mobile phones, and they have to, in their browsers on Bing or Google, they put Kahoot It, they enter the quiz, and this is what I will probably ask you in a few minutes now. How does it work? It's very simple. If you can see, you just create, you choose the form, whether you want to create a quiz. And it's very nice that you can collect all of your students' results later on if you want to check how many of them answered correctly or incorrectly and so on. You can share them also on Google Drive directly. And it's very easy. You just type your question. I just created small image tutorials. You can see them here. You just type a question. You add an image. You can select your answers. You have to select whether the answer is correct or not. You can choose whether your time frame would be 10 seconds, 20 or 30 seconds. So you can choose the time limit. And then you also, of course, add as many questions as you like. Then you can share them later or wherever you wish. on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, or just in your classroom. So it's very, very easy to use. And you can, what I really loved it is because you can use it and you can edit it whenever you want. Even though you, I think I have misspelled something, I'm going to correct it. Or I think maybe I should add a few more questions about the Lord of the Rings talking. This is the quiz that my students actually helped me to create. And now when quiz is ready, you just launch it. Students get this pin. They enter the room using the pin and then ask to add their name. Usually sometimes they add their real names or their fun names or their nicknames, whatever they like. I have found this image online because I couldn't find one of that I have played with my students. And this is how it looks when the quiz starts. On the main screen you see everybody in the class see this. So they have the main screen. They see the answers. The answers are in colors, and you see these geometrical shapes. And what actually the students see, they only see on their mobile phones these answers like A, B, C, or D. So they just use it for choosing the correct answer, but the answers for them are shown on the main screen. And this is how the scoreboard usually looks like when my students do it. Sometimes they play in groups, they try to compete, but I always tell them that they must be competitive but also polite, and it's so awesome for them. And you can see now in this how they are excited when they play these kind of quizzes. I don't know if we are going to have time to play one. We can try. Irene, what do you think? Do I have a few more minutes? Yes, please. Okay, so let's start it. I'm going to share my desktop. Let's just find. I have created a very short quiz about e-twinning. It only has 5 questions. So I'm just going to start the quiz. I'm going to share my desktop. And when you enter into the quiz, let me share my desktop. Okay. When you enter the quiz, you have, I will see it, just a moment. It's trying to share my screen. Do you see anything? Sorry. Oh.
It will appear, just be patient.
It's a bit slow for me, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now I'm going to launch the quiz, and I would like to ask you if you to go to Kahoot.it on your mobile phones, or you can play it on your laptop now, but maybe you will not be able to see the answers. I hope you can hear the music. So what you need to do is to go to Kahoot.it, as it is shown here on the side. You have to enter the game pin 783331. When you enter, yes, hello, Eb from Malta. Marian, welcome. Socrates, awesome. Excellent. Okay, friend, we are going to wait for like few more seconds for few more people. Excellent. Anna from Lead. Okay, good. You can see, actually, Kahoot can be through between space as well. It doesn't have in your classroom. This is what I like so much. And I'm going to use definitely in some of the e-twinning future projects. Okay. Everybody, 12 players. Well done. Okay. Good. We start, Bettina. Okay. I'm going to wait for like a few more seconds. Javi, Irena, Gloria, Bettina, Mila, Fran, Cornelia. Oh, I think teachers are very eager to play this game. Good. Okay. Isabella, Bettina, 17 players. I have to take a screenshot of this. I hope you don't mind to share online that teachers have been playing Kahoot on e-twinning conference. Okay. So I think we can start now because I don't want to take much of the time for other presenters. Okay. So be careful. So e-twinning has 5 questions. Let's say the first question. Okay. E-twinning is an online platform mainly for teachers from Asia, Europe, or the USA? 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 16 answers. 17. Okay, as you can see, 9 more seconds are left. And before the last person, if somebody answers before, okay, good. It's Europe, good. 19 correct, 1 incorrect. Let's see who was the first one. Oh, Irene, you are the winner in this first round. Thank you. Let's continue. The second question. eTwinning has now more than how many teachers? Okay, 200,000, 1 million, or 300? More than 300. As you can see, I have chosen 20 seconds for the answers, but you can choose 10. And for instance, if still some people haven't answered, the question will go until the seconds are left. Okay, time up. Good. Excellent. Okay. Good. Mila, well done. You are very fast. Third one. eTwinning offers, sorry about the mistake, 7 to 14 days workshops organized by teachers that are called learning workshops, learning events, or learning seminars. Okay. Good. 3, 2, 1, go. Finished? Okay. So everybody answered. 15 correct, 7 incorrect. Let's see. Sarah, well done. So, of course, I suppose many of you correct those 15. The first one who answers, will get the more points. That's obvious here. Fourth question. One of the most famous learning events moderators are Ariana and Bart, Annie and Bert, or Anna and Bob. Okay. Good. Okay. So the correct was Ariana and Bart. Well done. Oh, sorry. Petros was the fun. And last one, let's see. eTwinning platform was doing online collaborative projects with your student. It's called. Okay. So how do we call an online eTwinning platform for collaborative projects? Twin Desk, Twin Top, or Twin Space? Oh, super. Well done. Okay, all correct. So I think we are all experienced winners here. Petros, I think, let's see. So Petros would be like the winner here with 4,325 Kahoots. He had all 5 correct. Now I could show you the feedback and results. This is how you see. You can even also either choose to say it was fun, I would recommend, how do you feel? Yes, okay. And after you finish this, students can do this or not. You can, of course, here on the top right corner, see the final results, and you can download them for your students, and that's it. Okay, thank you all, everybody, and I would not like to take much of this time. Thank you. Irene, I think the mic is yours. Well done, Petros, and everybody. Thank you for your attention. I'm sorry if I have taken a few more minutes. Okay. Bye, everybody. I will be here, but probably not speaking anymore.
Okay. It was really interesting, and I think it's lots of fun, and I think we can use it with our students, and they will really enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. I just came first, I was second anyway, and it was really great. So now we go to our next presenters. And the next presenters should tell me who is going to turn the slides, because I can't have 2 presenters. I can give the ball only to one. So Anja or Bettina? You can both talk, but only one can turn, the slides.
Bettina is going to turn the slides.
Okay, great. So I'm giving her the presenter rights, and the floor is yours.
Hello. Good morning. I want to thank Irene
for this second opportunity. Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here again, and this time I'm not alone. I have Andrea with me. Hello, Andrea.
Hello, Bettina. Hello, everybody.
And we are going to present together some ideas. Andrea?
Yes, I'm waiting for the slide.
Oh, sorry.
So far, we have seen very good projects and tools, but our presentation will be different. It's about our professional development. It's about learning and learning together. We are going to talk about 10 events in 1 year, about ways of learning together offered to us by eTwinning and the European Schoolnet.
This arrow gives you an idea about how many and what kinds of events we have been in. Most of them were online, 2 learning events, 3 Creative Classrooms events, and 3 European Schoolnet Academy courses. So far, we had 1 face-to-face event, the in-service course. The next one will be in exactly 10 days.
But let us first talk about how we met. As you can see, it was last year's Creative Classroom Group Unconference. Bettina was presenting, and I was just a participant. We didn't know each other yet, but I remember her presentation about using Facebook to communicate with parents, and that is something impossible here. As you know, we don't use social media that often with students and parents.
The first learning event we attended together was about social media in education, and it was really outstanding. Ariane and Bart, we don't need to present them, drove all participants to their best, and those 10 days was really crazy.
And some of the people listening to us right now here were there too, and working together in the same green group, as you can see from the slide, in a very enthusiastic way, formed a group of eTwinners that are still talking about learning together, and we meet for several events. And that learning event made us notice that we were a really good team.
The Future Classroom Scenarios was the first course at European Schoolnet Academy. Many of the previous participants were there too, and even our pupils got engaged with it.
And let me say, we enjoyed the drawings of your students, and we also enjoyed meeting every Sunday evening to get ready for the next challenge. And this course overlapped with the next experience, so we finished this course together in Finland. And here is our Finnish experience, the Comenius in-service training course at the end of April. We had applied for this course without knowing each other, but obviously we seem to share the same ideas about learning. But applying was pure coincidence.
And the course was about e-journals in education, and each person had to organize e-journal. We created our e-journals with information about the eTwinning projects we were running, and we used social media to share our experiences. Later, you can check these 2 links to our e-journals.
The Creative Classroom Expert Talk on Digital Missions and Badges was the first event we planned to attend together. So Shelley Terrell was really inspiring, and it was a really good start into the new school year together.
And here we have more links to look later, and we have a lot of badges for our students. The second learning event was about augmented reality, once again with Ariana and Bart. It was very interesting. We met a lot of the participants we met in the previous events. And this fact tells us what we already know. Learning is about social experience.
Those 10 days were filled again with challenging tasks and tools. And anybody who has ever attended a learning event with Ariana and Bart knows what we are talking about. Fortunately, I was on holiday, so I had enough time to practice, but I had to practice for myself. While Bettina actively shared with us what she was doing with her students. And the two of us even went on a field trip during this course, and we went to Berlin for the Festival of Lights. Of course, we were also working on the course tasks, and we prepared a challenge for the other participants. And this is the way how we became B&A, because the others had to find out where the mystery team was hiding.
November and December were time to go deep into European SchoolNet Academy courses. We couldn't believe we were going for so much work, but as the first course was so good, we thought we couldn't miss this.
But we had so many other obligations that it was really hard to do all the tasks, especially when both courses were run at the same time. But once more, social media were really important. We supported each other, and especially Bettina encouraged our team of friends, which I still call the usual suspects, not to give up.
And today we are here to start a new step, presenting together something. We know that this is not a typical presentation about projects and tools, as Andrea already told you, but we think we can encourage others to do something beyond the expected. So many thanks to the eTwinning program and the European SchoolNet for giving us the opportunity to meet like-minded teachers and to work to learn together.
We are here to talk about 10 events in 1 year to celebrate 10 years of eTwinning. 9 have already been covered, so there is 1 left, and we can finish our presentation talking about 1 in 10. 1 workshop in 10 days in Germany. This will be our first presentation together in real life. I'm not sure if somebody remembers that once I said I envied primary school teachers because you can fully concentrate on your project. So when I was asked in some of my workshops if primary school teachers can do such kind of projects, I decided to invite Bettina as a guest speaker to share good practice.
So let's meet in 10 days and celebrate eTwinning 10.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, both of you. And I have to say that you touched another aspect of eTwinning, and this is a professional development. And I really think that it offers to all of us a lot with the European SchoolNet Academy, with the learning events, the expert talks, the online seminars. And the most important thing is that they are for free, so we can all join and we can really learn many, many things from each other, not only from the courses that we attend. And also, as you said, it gives us the opportunity to meet other people, and we usually say that, especially in the learning events, you see how the others are working, and you can really find good partners through twinning learning events. So thank you very, very much for your presentation. And now we go to Valeria. I just have to give her the ball, and I just want to say that she will be our last presenter before our coffee break, because the last participant said that she can't take part, finally. So, Valeria, you can turn on your microphone. Can you hear me? And as we are waiting for Valeria, I have to say that it's great that we are going to meet together in person. It's a great opportunity. I had this opportunity with one of my partners, e-twinning partners, and it's really great. So, Valeria, you can use the arrow to go to your presentation. Can you see?
No, sorry, I have a problem with...
If you see the presentation now there, it says 96 on the top. Can you see 096 on the top of the presentation?
Sorry, I have a problem with my computer. Okay.
So next to the number 096, it has a small black arrow, so you can move your presentation to...
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Probably I have a problem with the camera. Oh, okay. I'm here. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Irene for this occasion to share our experience. So I'm introducing you in with a little presentation about a twinning class project that is still ongoing with my pupils. The project is called Still Green, and I want to share with you especially the use of ICT in this project. The project comes up from a multilateral contact seminar that was held in Armenia last year. And that was a very lucky occasion because we can organize and plan all the projects together. So with my co-founder, that is a French colleague, Gabrielle, but also with the other teachers from Malta and Armenia. And that's very rare, but it was wonderful. The project is about the territory, about small villages, and of course it involves many disciplines. I'm an art teacher, so I emphasize here in this page the topics that are near my field, and so the territory is changed and the art landscape and so on. So my target is different from the Marianas. They are aged between 11 and 13, so it's for me it's a responsibility, a very great responsibility to use social networks because we haven't rules about it, about this topic. So I prefer not to use Facebook or what else. One of the expected results, very important, was the improvement of ICT skills. Of course, also the improvement of English language and so on. But the ICT skills were very, very necessary in my school because we haven't really previous experience about ICT.
because normally computers in my school are only for teachers and not for pupils, unfortunately. So we can see here that at the beginning we used just simple tools to present, to introduce our territory, our school, and ourselves. That is so Word files with pictures or PowerPoint or just photos. Actually, this is a photo bubble on the right side of the screen, but you can't hear the presentation, so it's just a picture. But of course, the pupils who are used to use tools like Facebook, Instagram, and so on, wanted more interaction. So we tried another thing. I don't know if you can see. So just we create with my partner, my French partner, we try to use tools that are more interactive. In this case, we use Padlet, so they can put together directly tools and pictures of their village and their territory. So you can see in this slide photos of Malta, from Italy, and so on. So it works, but they want more interaction. They are not. It was not enough for them. So we try to go on. So we had problem. I have to confess, we had a problem with the chat service of the e-twinning platform because it doesn't work. It didn't work. I don't know why. So I had to create a new platform. I was supported by the forumlive.net, that is a platform for Italian teachers, but they gave me the space to create a little art course to deepen the landscape paintings in the different countries. It was very interesting, and there were quizzes and so on for pupils. And there was a page for a chat. So we organized a synchro chat, just 1 hour synchro chat in December. And the memory of this chat was fixed in another ICT, of course. So the use of ICT was involving and it helped us to use more the computer, not only for Facebook and so on, but just for something different, because this internet generation actually knows just the social network I discovered. So we go on with the project, and we have an interaction not only with partners, but also with the territory, because the project gave us a good reason to visit in the near city a temporary exhibition about landscape, our landscape. Now it's evolved how it was transformed during the century. And so we used also ICT there because it was a very modernly organized exhibition, and there were also, you can see the QR code, so for a sort of augmented reality, like as Bart and Ariana said. And there was also a workshop, a painting workshop, and the memory of that is also realized with another ICT, of course. So it was very interesting to mix that new technologies with the traditional artifacts, so the painting, for example, and so on. Another problem is the communication, so the interaction not only with the partners but with the teacher. Because I usually have just 2 hours a week in this class, the class that was mostly involved in the project, and it was not enough to develop the project and to explain the use of ICT. So to increase our interaction, I prefer, sorry, a telephone call. I prefer to use not Facebook because, you know, I said previously, I have no rules, no local, neither national rules about the use of Facebook. So I prefer to use Edmodo, that it seems more secure, more safe. And the pupils were, they were very excited to have an extra activity with me. It's strange, but it's so. And so I explain how to use the tools. So of course it's an extra work for me. It is still now an extra work, but it is wonderful interaction with pupils, and they are very skillful in this field, and they explain to me how to use, for example, Edmodo from the mobile. They explained me that there is an Edmodo app, and I didn't know that. And so they were I was very surprised by them. They were the teachers, as someone said previously. So the last one, to improve the use of ICT, I use first a sort of tutoring chain, because of course they were excited in using the ICT, but for someone was a traumatic event, because as I said, they are the internet generation, but not everyone. Not everyone is ready to use these technologies. So I organized a chain. Someone of the students is still now my assistant in this ongoing project, and I have to thank Lisa and especially Nicola. Nicola is on the left side of the screen, and he was a wonderful surprise for me, because he was not interested at all last year in history of art, but this kind of approach changed his attitude in front of a different method, and he is a wonderful tutor for his friends. So also his social problem were bypassed through the ICT. So it is the best result till now. And so I finally succeed also, thanks to my headmaster, to my boss, in having a brief afternoon course at school with the students, just an hour each month, but it seems working. So the project is still ongoing, and so I hope the final results can be also more great. I don't know if I can say so, bigger than now. And that's all. Have you any questions? Yes, I find Edmodo really wonderful. A wonderful tool for us. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I think that the problem, of course, is always the financial resource of the school, of course. We have problem in many cases to have working computers at school. And sometimes pupils have to use the computers at home. That's not very fair, but of course we have to face also these problems.
Thank you very much, Valeria.
Thank you.
Thank you. So as I told you before, the last we are not going to have the last presenter. Although we can't have a really coffee break and talk together, you know what I mean. We are going to stop for a while, for half an hour, so you can get your coffee by yourself and enjoy a little bit and, you know, be away from the computer. And we will continue with our next presenters in half an hour. So see you all in a while, and thank you.